You know what happened. The abandonment is no surprise. It is a choice of those who left. If there were commitment, you wouldn't be feeling this. If there were respect, you wouldn't have felt discarded. If there were loyalty, you wouldn't need to prove you are strong. The fact is clear, the departure of the weak is not an end, it's a revelation. Those who left disappear, underestimate, believe you will collapse, and you rise up, observe, grow. There is no mystery here. There is a pattern. Their weakness only exposes your strength. You turn pain into determination because that is your nature. You don't seek acceptance, you seek growth. If someone believes your collapse is inevitable, it is because they fail to see what you truly are. They imagine they are free, but in truth, they are prisoners of their own insecurities. When someone leaves, it doesn't mean you lost. It only means you are free to flourish. Abandonment can be a burden, but it can also be a push. You don't need to understand others' weakness. You need to recognize your own resilience, and when you accept this, the cycle changes. You no longer wait for validation, you act. You don't adapt to expectations that aren't yours, you reaffirm yourself. The bond was not cut because you lacked courage. The bond broke because you decided you didn't need it. The objective truth is this: those who abandon do not define your worth. You grow without depending on those who didn't know how to stay. The reality has already been presented. You no longer wait for empty promises. The cycle breaks when you realize that the silence of the other is not a void, it's an affirmation. Their absence is a shout that echoes in your freedom. You don't feel lesser, on the contrary. You uproot superficial roots and flourish in the fertile soil of your own strength. While they walk away, you focus on what truly matters. Each step they take towards the door is an invitation to your own growth. They never knew how to appreciate what they had in their hands, and now the separation is a matter of perspective. For them, it's an escape. For you, it's liberation. And thus pain transforms into motivation. You don't hide behind doubts. Their insecurity, although loud, doesn't resonate with you. On the contrary, it's fuel. You look back, but not with regret. It's a learning experience. You build a new path, paved with clarity. The lessons of the past are not chains, but rather the foundations of a new journey. The abandonment brought questions to the surface. You begin to understand that many people withdraw because they fear depth. They don't know how to deal with the intensity you bring. To them, your love is an abyss. To you, it's just authenticity, and that scares them. The dilemma is clear. Those who walk away will never know the beauty of genuine surrender. They need superficiality while you crave a true emotional touch. When someone leaves, a period of reflection begins. You revisit memories, review smiles and tears. But now, instead of focusing on what was lost, you observe what remains. Strength, courage, resilience. Each of these qualities stands as a monument to what you have become. Reality becomes a mirror. What you see reflects the truth about who you are. Those who have left are trapped in a cycle of emotional mediocrity. They are beings who fear diving into the deep waters of human connection. And you swim in those waters, feel every wave, every current. It transforms you. It's easy to criticize those who left. It's difficult to accept that they didn't have the capacity to love truly. You don't need to carry that burden. Their abandonment becomes a lesson, a cruel warning about what is not worth your energy. What really matters is that you know how to put yourself first. It is essential. The decision is in your hands. Continue looking at those who have left or start looking within yourself. Personal growth does not come from comparison, but from acceptance. Accept that you are enough exactly as you are. There is no need to alter your essence to fit the expectations of those who do not understand your greatness. Every step you take towards the future is an act of rebellion against the voices that tried to diminish your worth. Your authenticity is non-negotiable. You are stronger than any criticism, more resilient than any disdain. Do not allow the weakness of others to define what you can or cannot do. As you move forward, new doors open. People who recognize your strength will cross your path. They are not afraid of depth, they dive in. And you, with each new connection, reaffirm your value. It is a different cycle now, a cycle where you surround yourself with those who truly appreciate who you are. The truth is that abandonment is a knife that cuts ties, but also opens new paths. When someone leaves, space is created for something better to occur. You should not fear the unknown. You should embrace the new. Each day brings unexplored opportunities. Each new experience is a chance to reaffirm who you have become. Those who have left a space. A space that you now fill with self-confidence and conscious choices. You are not defined by their departure. You are shaped by the experiences you create afterward. Life is not about what was lost, but about what can be conquered. Reality has already been presented. You no longer need to look back. Look ahead and see what really matters. Your journey, your growth, your strength. Continue on this path. It is just the beginning. You realize that each choice adds a new layer to your life. Every step forward echoes in the depths of what you've already experienced. Abandonment is not an accident. It is a turning point. It activates a primal instinct, that of survival and reinvention. While some people drift away, others draw closer. Those who value your being, who see beyond the surface. Looking around, you notice who is truly willing to invest energy in the relationship. Authenticity attracts. It repels those who cannot handle the naked truth. And now, you ask different questions. They are no longer about what was lacking. They are asked about what really matters to you. What values do you want to cultivate? What kind of connection do you want to establish? Pain is a catalyst. You transform it into fuel, to build, deconstruct, and reconstruct. The ego may have suffered, but the essence remains intact. You recall the deep conversations, the genuine laughter, the real emotional exchanges. That is what you seek. That is what is worth it. Abandonment provokes a re-evaluation. Those who left ignored your capacity to love intensely. They could not grasp the complexity of the feelings involved. For them, love was a superficial exchange. But you know that love is surrender, vulnerability, a fearless dive into the icy waters of intimacy. In this new space, you allow yourself to feel. Each emotion, each thought becomes an ally in your process. Now your tears have a purpose. They purge the immaturity of others and make room for a deeper understanding. You no longer seek external validation. By looking at yourself, you discover new layers of strength. Strength that does not need to shout to be heard. A strength that murmurs with calm and determination. Experiences shape your perception, and with that you understand that true love demands reciprocity. You reflect on the relationships forming around you. New friendships, new affinities. People who recognize your worth and are willing to navigate together. There is no competition, no need to prove oneself. It's a safe space to be yourself. You feel the difference. Each interaction becomes a clear reflection of your choices. The energy flows. Your connections are fueled by mutual sincerity, not obligations. Within this new cycle, you realize that being loved is as vital as loving. The lessons of the past are not chains but bridges to the future. You begin to understand that abandonment is not the end, but an invitation to reimagine yourself. It is an opportunity to explore new passions, new paths. You connect with activities that previously took a back seat, rediscover hobbies, interests that were neglected. Loneliness does not consume you. Solitude is your creative space. You allow yourself to be the artist of your own life, sculpting each moment with intentionality. You experience the freedom to do whatever you want, whenever you want. There's beauty in creating a new lifestyle. You realize that the most important connection is with yourself. There's an internal dialogue that is now clear. There is no longer a need to listen to voices that try to diminish your worth. You put yourself first. This is not selfishness, it is self-preservation. In this new cycle, sadness transforms into wisdom. You learn to choose relationships consciously. Choices do not come from a place of scarcity, but from a state of abundance. Your expectations are adjusted. There is no more room for emotional mediocrity. You refuse to accept crumbs of attention or love. Each interaction becomes more meaningful. You surround yourself with people who share your vision, those who enrich your world, who bring light and inspiration. This new support network strengthens your conviction. You are where you are meant to be. The future is a blank canvas. You are the artist, the architect, the builder. And so you let go of the weight of the past, but not the lessons it brought. They remain not as burdens, but as tools. You are ready for the unknown. There is no more fear, only curiosity. Each door that opens is a chance to explore new dimensions of yourself. Abandonment did not nullify your essence. On the contrary, it elevated it. You are a living testimony that the capacity to love and create is infinite. Now you know that resilience is not just about surviving. It is about thriving after the storms. You navigate the tides of life with confidence, knowing that each loss is only preparation for the next achievement, and so you move forward, one step at a time, one day after another, without looking back, knowing that the best is yet to come. The reality of your worth has already been presented. You have realized that abandonment is a door that opens, revealing new horizons. While others flee, you dive deep into yourself. Solitude is not a void. It is the canvas where you paint your new identity. Each day brings challenges, but also opportunities. You begin to reassess your priorities, what truly matters, that which resonates with your essence, not with the echoes of others' expectations. Relationships become deeper. Every conversation, every exchange of glances carries a different weight now. You surround yourself with people who are not just present, but who vibrate at the same frequency as you. Those who recognize the beauty of authenticity. You learn to value simplicity. A shared coffee, genuine laughter, silent moments that speak more than 1,000 words. These are the moments that make your heart beat. And, unlike the past, you don't need to strive to achieve this connection. It flows naturally. The reality is that you no longer seek love and approval. Now you offer love because it is abundant. Your being overflows with positive energy, and thus becomes a magnet for new experiences. You observe that interactions change. The fear of rejection disappears, giving way to curiosity and a desire to explore. And when someone tries to enter your life, you now filter carefully. What does this person bring to your space? What energies do they awaken? There is no more room for those who walk away without looking back. You have become selective, and that is power. You reflect on old relationships. You look at those who left and realize that they were teachers. Each one brought valuable lessons that you now carry as armor. Their silence is no longer painful. It is a testament to your evolution. As you walk new paths, you reconnect with your forgotten passions. Music that once served only as background now becomes a remedy. Each chord evokes memories, but no longer with pain. Now you sing along, celebrate life, and surrender to the dance of emotions. Art takes on new meaning. Whether in painting, writing, or photography, you express what was once contained. Creativity flows like a river. There are no more barriers. Each work created becomes a reflection of your inner journey. You leave marks on the world that don't need to be validated by anyone. Nature also plays a crucial role in this process. Solitary walks in the park, the feeling of the sun warming your skin, the smell of the earth after the rain. You observe the cycle of life in constant transformation, and you realize that you are part of it, a living organism that breathes and adapts. You revisit places you used to frequent. At first, there is a twinge of nostalgia, but soon it transforms into gratitude. Each corner led you here. You now walk with firm steps, lightness in your heart. You know that the past shaped who you are, but it does not define you. Abandonment is a cycle that has ended, and you understand that every end is, in fact, a new beginning, a chance to create something new. Present interactions are more meaningful because you are no longer content with scraps. Each conversation is a brick in the construction of something substantial. And this perception attracts people who share the same ideal, those who understand that vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. You discover groups, collectives, people who support each other. The community spirit begins to flourish. Together, you create an environment where everyone can shine. Experiences become intense. Encounters are no longer superficial. You talk about dreams, fears, aspirations. The emotional connection is palpable. These bonds become the new support network. There is a sense of belonging that once seemed distant. With each new friendship, you feel a wave of enthusiasm. These are relationships that empower you, that encourage you to be the best version of yourself. You no longer need to hide your interests or peculiarities. On the contrary, they become your calling card. And as you move forward, you remember that the journey is not linear. There will be difficult days, moments of doubt. But now you have tools. You know you can fall and get back up. Resilience is not just a concept. It is a daily practice. Each small step forward is a victory. The ability to laugh at your own failures, to forgive yourself for past choices, becomes a new mantra. You embrace uncertainties. Life is not about having control, but about knowing how to navigate the waves that arise. And as you appreciate this growth, you watch how the light shines in you again. Self-love becomes an ally. You not only accept who you are, you celebrate it. Nothing is good enough to dim your shine anymore. You are a force of nature. Abandonment was not an end, but a portal, an invitation to discover who you truly are. And now, as the reality of your worth unfolds, you are ready for everything that is to come. New experiences, new connections, a future with no limits. Life does not wait. It unfolds before you, full of promises. And so you move forward, determined, without looking back. The only direction is forward. The reality has already been revealed.